Alright, welcome to day 67 of our journey to Platinum here in Elden Ring. Today we're going to do a few different things. I think we should finally be able to wrap up pretty much all of the water section here in Liurnia. So, if you're new here, the goal of this series is to be the most thorough environmental playthrough of this game that you will ever find anywhere on YouTube. So we're going as thorough as picking up every single row of fruit, trying to make it where my feet or Torrent's feet tread every last section of this map. So we're going super thorough. We're going to head down here in a few minutes. First, what I need to do is wrap up some of this stuff back this way. Because we went down that side yesterday. There's a little bit of land on that side, so we're going to go down this side of land, and then we're going to wrap back up through this area down the middle, because there's some ruins in the middle of this water, and we got this grace yesterday, and then we'll be able to actually head down through the ravine. And then, hopefully we'll wrap that up, and we'll actually be able to head into Ravine-Veiled today. I wasn't planning on heading into Ravine-Veiled yet, but what I found out is I've been saying for multiple episodes that we were getting close to the point where certain NPC quests and stuff like that would be locked out, because there's a couple events in the game that you get to, bosses that you kill, things like that, that lock out progression for certain things. And I'd been thinking that one of those things that would lock out bits of progression would be the fight with Renala. So I was like, alright, even though you don't fight Renala until the end of Ravine-Veiled, I was just thinking, why even go into Ravine-Veiled if I'm going to have to stop once I get to Renala? But I started doing the research about, like, alright, which NPCs do I need to wrap up their quest lines before we go in there? And as I was reading through the wiki, I found out that she's not one of those events. I just got that confused. So it's actually killing Rykard, killing Radahn, or setting the Erd Tree on fire and going to Farum Azula. So those are the three things that will lock out certain quest lines. Ooh, there's an item here. Ooh, it's Somber Smithing Stone 4. Just learning my words here. Somber Smithing Stone 4. Yeah, so those are the actual three events that will lock out certain bits of progression. So because of that, we can kind of wait for the time being. And the thing is, to be honest, something that I've mentioned multiple times is I've been pretty thorough already with quest lines, and we've been going back and talking to people that we've already passed by, and just double checking that they don't have any more dialogue and stuff like that. So I think I've covered most of that already. There's not really a lot of stuff that I'm even gonna have to backtrack on side quest wise. So we might be okay anyway, but we're still going to have to go do all of that, wrap that stuff up, read through the wiki, and make sure that we don't miss anything. But that time's not now, so we're good to kind of keep moving forward and wrap up Liurnia. And technically, we really won't hit anything. We won't hit any of those three events that lock things out for a little while, because probably now that I've figured that out, and I read that part of the wiki weeks ago, and somehow, and I think probably at first I was saying the right events and then got it all confused. So ever since then, I've been saying, oh my goodness, we're getting close to where, like, things are going to be locked. So my whole idea of sort of the direction that we're going to take things in now is a bit different. So we're gonna make it through this last bit of water portion here in Liurnia today. So the lake and every last inch of it should be wrapped up, and then we'll do the ravine, like I said, and then hopefully be able to head into Ravine-Veiled. And oh my goodness, Charles is barking again. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and I feel like this is the time when I'm recording at 2:30 in the morning, like middle of the night, I think he gets bored or something and starts freaking out at the window. Yeah, so then we'll be able to go into Ravine-Veiled, and then after that, I think that's when we'll go into the Ainsel River Well and go through everything in Ainsel, which should only be a few episodes. It's just a river well. And then, wait, what is right above me? Oh yeah, that's the path to the manor. And then we'll head into Caelid after the Ainsel River Well is wrapped up. And we might switch that where instead we do Caelid before the Ainsel River Well, but I think we'll probably do Ainsel first, because I think Ainsel's felt like it was lower level when I was in there compared to Caelid. So it's kind of the order of operations right now, and then even after all that stuff, we still got quite a few hours left of stuff to do after that, obviously. But that'll basically get us to like maybe I don't really know what you'd exactly consider midpoint. When you're going this thorough, I feel like I don't know. It's almost hard to gauge where midpoint is because of how much time I've spent in the game going through all this stuff. I think this up here, I've done this before, right? I think I did all this. I'm still going to kill all this, just get it out of the way. Crap. But yeah, so once we get through all that and get through Caelid and things like that, we should be basically where I would consider midpoint or a little past midpoint. Oh my goodness. And I'll show you if I remember. I'll try to show you the playtime I've got on this save file so far. So just to show you 67 days in, how much more we still have left to do and how many hours I put in with all this deep, thorough exploration. And I'm probably going to have to go check on Charles in a second here, or else he's just going to keep going. Alright, picked up thin beast bones. So yeah, so I had gone, I think, along this, right up to that edge there. So hang on one second. Alright, I was sitting there thinking earlier when I was thinking about the videos that I need to record today, and I was thinking about, like, I feel like I could eventually get like a dog food or dog toy sponsor or something, because like every time Charles barks, oh hey, so today's sponsor is, because of the fact that he barks so much during these videos. Okay, so yeah, I went up all along that, like I was saying, went down to so all this stuff back here was just items. There wasn't even really much back there. We went over there multiple days ago. And then this land is your land, this land is my land. So this leads up, like back up towards the King's Realm ruins. So all this land is good to go. So we're gonna pop down into this last bit of water here. So back here, we've got that island, which we already did. So now just this middle portion of water is what we're going to run through and make sure we pick everything up in. Of course, including all these little sections of just like moss and debris. We're going to run through all that because it's all part of the thoroughness of this series. So buckle in, because here we go. So I'm excited that... Is that a glowing skull? No, it's not. I don't know why I care so much about the glowing skulls. I shouldn't. It's only 100 runes, but I always want to grab them. So I'm excited now that I know that we don't necessarily have to worry right now about backtracking with NPCs, because I'm excited to get into Raya Lucaria. I've been excited for a while to get in there, but we were wrapping up everything out here. So now that I know we're not going to have a couple episodes of backtracking right now, it'd be cool to actually head in there. And so like I was saying about the wiki and everything, and getting that confused about what events lock things out. So Radahn, if you've played through the game, you kind of know the order of things and just how Radahn he affects the not only the story, but he affects the actual environment basically. So it makes sense that he would be one of the events that sort of progresses the world and locks things out. And then with burning the Erd Tree, also that totally makes sense, because that's a big part of the story and moving things along, and I mean significantly changing the world. And basically, like, you're gonna see the Erd Tree from, oh crap, I'm gonna die. You see the Erd Tree from everywhere in the game, so it's gonna obviously affect a lot. Crap. The thing is, I don't know as much about Mount Gelmir and Rykard, and I don't remember as much about how that affects things. And I'm trying to be somewhat vague as I say, like, it affects environment stuff, because I know that there could inevitably be people that are watching through this series that maybe are watching along as they play, or maybe are just watching just to see certain parts of the game and don't want spoilers. So I'm trying not to spoil what those events do necessarily, but they're major events in the game. And so I've been... Hey, what are you doing down there? He's squeezing his body through the little section between the table my computer's on and the futon. He's got like 3 inches of space. Oh, there's little crabs here. I wonder if there's probably a big crab underneath here then, right? So yeah, so when it comes to oh yeah, I heard it. I just heard it come up. Figured they'd probably be going, hey buddy, what are you doing? I'm fighting a crab here. So yeah, when it comes to getting towards the end of the game, like I said, we're still a long ways away from that, but one of the things that I've been thinking about, ooh, soporific green, that's the first time we picked that up. That's for sleep, right? I believe that's for sleep. Yeah, inflicting sleep. I've never really used that. I haven't used sleep extensively in any of my save files. But yeah, even though we're super far away from finishing the game right now, it'll be nice coming to the end of the game, and also what I'm getting at here, and I keep getting sidetracked, is I've been wondering ultimately how many episodes we're going to be at. Because even though I've done a playthrough like this on my own time, and just kind of played on my own and didn't record and went pretty much this thorough, I've never done it while recording, and so it'll be interesting to see when you do a playthrough this detailed, checking every part of the environment, going through all the different aspects of quest lines and stuff like that, how many episodes does it end up being? Because these episodes have not been short. I mean, the shortest episode was probably like 40 to 45 minutes long, and most of the series is averaged on being over an hour long each episode. So that's a lot. That's a lot of time right there. What are you doing? How dare you? Oh, crap. You're gonna have to stop rolling. And hang on, once I get this dragonfly, I'll show you real fast the playtime that we've got, since I'm still talking about that. Did I pick up? I thought he still had an item on him. Freaking dragonfly. I can't open my map. You know what? I should put throwing knives back on so that I can deal with dragonflies again and not have to piss myself off constantly as they fly around. Okay, yeah, so this is our time right now, 68 hours and 16 minutes. And we're at level 74 right now, so that's like a level an hour, basically. Because there have been some areas, because of the fact that, especially in Liurnia, I've been saying that, I wonder if there's probably another crab here. I've been saying that I've been over-leveled all throughout Liurnia, so because of that, we're not getting all that many runes to be able to level up all that frequently. So leveling up lately has been a bit slow. So we've been kind of stuck in this general, like, high 60s, early 70s range for a while. And most likely, because of the way that my first playthrough went, being this thorough, most likely at the end of the game we'll be somewhere around, probably somewhere around level 180, I'm guessing. Because that was about where I think I was when I wrapped the game last time. I mean, it'll probably be a bit different because no playthrough is exactly the same, but I'm guessing somewhere around 180, so that's a crazy high level, especially when it comes to a FromSoft game, because I know in Dark Souls, and even in Bloodborne, a lot of times you end the game kind of around sub 100, so you're usually between like 85 and 95, I feel like, is kind of the range that you usually end a Souls game in. And even for a more conservative playthrough of this game, when you're not being super detailed and killing every boss and all that like we've been doing, usually you still end it like level 120, 130. So it's just way higher, and I think that mostly points to just how absolutely massive the game is. I don't think it's necessarily that, it's not really that you're getting more runes or have more opportunities to upgrade. It's literally just there's so much content in the game, and it's the further and further you get, the more and more runes you're getting, so it just ends up being that you have a ton of time to level as you play through. So it's kind of crazy. And I remember, like, I would be the first to admit that I'm not nearly as experienced of a Souls player as some people that have played through. Oh, there are blood roses over here. Whoa, did you see that stick go flying? Goodness. Some people that play through these games, I mean, they've played through Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, all of it, and a lot of them I haven't even played through. And I just remember seeing someone early on when the game was released playing through, and as he was getting further into the game, and I may have talked about this before, he was kind of trying to just, in his blind playthrough, figure out, all right, like, should I stop leveling soon? Because he was basically trying to get his character to where it would be able to handle any area in the game, obviously, like as he got to super late game stuff like the Halig Tree and Fair Missoula and things like that. But he was also trying to make it where he wasn't over leveled to the point where it would be difficult for matchmaking, for PvP. And so he was like, man, we're such a high level right now. I think he was around, I think even right around 100, he was wondering if he needed to stop leveling. And then, of course, kept leveling. And he was like, all right, I guess, I think eventually he just decided, you know what, we're just going to keep leveling because it feels like the game is never going to end, so let's just keep going. And so I think for players that are so used to ending the game at such a lower level, it was sort of a shock the first time they played through the game. And for me it was a little bit too, because of the fact that I have played at least Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, but it wasn't nearly as much of a shock considering that I haven't played all of them. And you know what, I'm going to rest real fast because since we're going into this ravine, it's going to be dark, and I would rather at least some sunlight. Makes it easier to see and makes it better for video, because then you can see better. And I knew it was going to be raining. I feel like all the time, if it's not raining and then I pass the time, it just magically starts raining. Also, these massive land squirts that we're about to encounter, this will be the first time that we've really fought these, because there's, of course, that transport gate in, Agheel Lake, I think is where the transport gate is at, inside those ruins. And it sends you to, oh, and these aren't too bad, though. They're pretty squishy. It takes you to Caelid, into that crystal tunnel, I think is where it's at. And you walk out, and there's some of these, and when we were there, oh crap, I tried to kill, get out of there, I tried to kill one of them, and it was a mess. Like, it killed me like 3 times, because I was forgetting how much higher level Caelid is. And I mean, now, I think I'm probably at the point now where, like I said, we'd be totally fine to go into Caelid, but that was the only other time so far in this playthrough that we fought these giant land squirts. Crap, I always do that. I try to switch back to my katana and then use another heal. But yeah, it was kind of a shock just realizing that the ones there are not nearly as squishy as the ones here. And I mean, even the ones here, you saw, it took quite a few hits to kill them. But just comparatively, these guys are small potatoes compared to the ones in Caelid. So we'll go all the way through this ravine towards the back. I don't know where the Grace exactly is back here. I think we might have to go like into the mountain a little bit. I can't remember what that area is called, but there's an area that you go up through that leads you up to the Altus Plateau. And I think that we might have to go into that a little bit to get the Grace, so we'll just kind of go until the end of this ravine where we get either the first or second Grace, and then we'll turn around. And, oh, and also, we've got to go up. There's a spot here that just has an incline with some items and a couple of, I think there's some items, a couple of enemies, and it all leads up to where Bellum Church is. So we'll take that path today, too, and go up to Bellum Church. Because all of Bellum Highway is done, so we'll just kind of walk up there, complete that path, and then we'll be able to call Bellum done and over with. So, after many, many episodes in Liurnia, we're getting there. We are wrapping up. Man, these things and their poison clouds, their fart clouds that look like, what was that old show? I think it was probably a Cartoon Network show, where it wasn't like that Underpants guy. What was that? There was like that superhero that was always wearing, Captain Underpants. I think they did a show or a movie. I know they at least did a movie of that. And it wasn't that. It was that that thing. It may have been something in Chowder. I feel like one of the guys' names was Chowder or something. They always wore those almost like superhero outfits, which is what made me first think of Captain Underpants. And I feel like there were always green fart clouds in that show. I may be totally wrong, and you may have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's just a random memory that I just had. So it looks like there's a little bit of land here on this side, which then leads, that right above me is where that path is that I was just talking about. But then let's do this little section of land over here first. Just make sure that there's no crafting materials or anything hidden away back here. And then we've got a couple of land squirts guarding the path upwards. So we will promptly take care of those, and we'll then move up towards Bellum Church. We'll go up towards Bellum Church first, because that's kind of the first thing we're hitting, and then we'll go further down this ravine. And this whole time, since I hadn't gotten the grace for this until, what was it, yesterday, or a couple episodes ago, I'd been calling this like a huge gulch or a crevasse or whatever, until I saw that they actually, literally the grace is called the Ravine. So that's what I couldn't think of the word ravine, so I was just calling it any name that I could think of for a huge cut through the earth, I guess. So there were a couple things back here. I got some mushrooms. I don't know, I think I picked up something else too. I already forgot what it was though. Nothing super important. See, I think the thing with these land squirts, the biggest challenge with them isn't even really the poison. I mean, sure, the poison's annoying, but the biggest challenge with the land squirts is when they start flailing back and forth, because that hurts a lot when they do that. He's gonna poison again. Like when they fling back and forth, it is no joke, because that's when we were in Caelid and walked out of the Crystal Tunnel and tried to fight one of these. That's what kept killing me, was when he started flailing his body around. And I think, do the little ones do that? I think they do, right? I mean, I think these pretty much operate the same as the little ones, just on a much bigger scale, but I don't know why I don't remember the little ones flailing as much. I guess maybe because they're so small, their flailing is sort of inconsequential, so could be why. But these things, oh, and the little ones, they have those weird buttholes. These must have massive weird buttholes. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that weird butthole down there. That's so gross. It's kind of like, it's the same thing as in Bloodborne, when you're fighting those big pigs, and when you stagger them, literally the way that you get the critical hit is by just shoving your fist up their rear end, and it's basically the same with the land squirts. It's just a bigger rear end than with the pigs, even though those pigs are huge, but the land squirts are much huger. And I'm excited to eventually go through and do a Journey to Platinum in Bloodborne. Obviously, as we've talked about plenty of times, this one is taking quite a while to do this Journey to Platinum, because the game's just so massive. But Bloodborne is probably the next Journey to Platinum I'll do once it's... Well, I mean, of course, we'll do Shadow of the Erdtree. And that'll be a blind playthrough, because I played through this game before I came back to YouTube a couple of months ago, so I just this was just the first game I decided to do coming back. But Bloodborne I played okay, so with Elden Ring, since I already played it, this couldn't be a blind playthrough. Shadow of the Erdtree can, though, because this came out, or Shadow of the Erdtree came out during this playthrough. But then Bloodborne, I mean, also very much will not be a blind playthrough, because I played through that multiple times years ago. Oh, and here's this guy. He's no joke, from what I remember. I mean, but he's just the same as a lot of the other knights we fought. But yeah, I played through Bloodborne extensively years ago, so that one, it should be relatively simple. Crap, man, his reach is ridiculous. Should be relatively simple to get platinum in that, because I already basically know how to. I'm pretty sure that when I played years ago, like I did my... Woo! Crap, I couldn't sprint fast enough. I did my first playthrough, and then I think in my second playthrough is when I like really really went super thorough, and I think I got all except for one trophy, because I think it was something to do with the Chalice dungeons. And I talked super early on in this playthrough about how I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't like the Chalice dungeons in Bloodborne. I mean, not that they were bad necessarily, they were just very forgettable and repetitive and boring to me, frankly. That's why I think that I still hold to the fact that I think the caves, the catacombs, and the tunnels in this game are way better than the Chalice dungeons. But I say all that to say that when we hopefully do the Bloodborne journey to Platinum, that'll be probably the only thing holding me back is the Chalice dungeons, because I just don't enjoy going through them. But they're also, I feel like a lot of them are pretty low level. I know once you get towards, I think the Queen of Yharnam, I think is the final Chalice dungeon boss, something like that. I don't know, I don't remember exactly how the progression works, because again, I didn't really go through them, but I think that she may have been the only thing I didn't kill, and that's why I didn't get Platinum, I think. And then also, I've never played through the Old Hunters DLC in total either, so that could also, or not could, that will also be fun. Got a little camp here. Oh, these are like tunnel guys. Crap. Oh my, whoa! I totally should have healed. That's my bad. Totally should have healed. We'll just fast travel up to Bellum Church, and we'll start from up there, I guess, and then work our way down the path, rather than going past all the Lance Courts again. My goodness. I was not expecting that. I was too busy thinking about the fact that those are the like miners from the tunnels. So it's kind of weird that they're here. I don't know why they're on the surface. I don't remember them being here. Excuse me. Just inhaled my saliva. So up, let's see. Yeah, so over there, this is a little different view than what we've had before. Over there is where the mansion is at, and or the manor is at, excuse me. And we've been obviously across to all of that. All of that has been thoroughly completed. So that is all a thing of the past. Oh, there's a merchant here. I didn't know there was a merchant here. I had no idea. I mean, I'm sure I had an idea, because I just don't remember. I just did not remember that whatsoever. That he was just chilling out here by Bellum Church. You would almost kind of think he'd be in the church. Like, why are you sitting out in the open like this when you could just be in the church? I mean, it's not like, well, I guess the church doesn't really have a roof, so I guess you're essentially sitting out in the middle of the open anyway.
I don't want any trouble.
I know you don't. So he's got rune arcs, white cured meat, so immunizing, invigorating, clarifying. Ooh, he's got bewitching branches. Ooh, I need that. Should definitely buy that. He's got a composite bow, arrows. Okay, let me go get my runes.
Be on your way then.
Okay, well, don't be rude about it. Let me go get my runes, and then I'll come back and buy that cookbook from him. Trying to get all the cookbooks too. And let me give these guys a piece of my mind real fast. See, that's what happened last time. Is this guy threw his firebomb, and the other guy swung at me. Man, they're not staggerable. There you go. There you go. Crap. There have been a couple tunnels that we've gone through where I was over leveled, so they were, I can't remember where, but they were staggerable because I was too high of a level, so my weapon was able to actually stagger them. Crap. There you go. Freaking guys. There's not even really anything over here, so there's not all that much of a reason for even killing them, I guess. Other than just pride in your work.
I don't want any.
It's me again. I came back. So, bone great arrow, fletched, and bone ballista bolt. So we'll buy that. I don't think anything else here I care about. Like I said, we've got these. The bewitching branches is kind of nice. I'm not using shields. I don't need arrows because I haven't been really using a bow. Let's just buy one of these, and then I guess we'll buy one bewitching branch. Do I have That's the only Bewitching Branch I have. Alright, so I got another Rune Arc. A Bewitching Branch. I very rarely ever utilize those. I think because of the fact that sometimes I find it tricky. Like if you're in the heat of battle and it's at a time when you would even need a Bewitching Branch, usually there's a lot of enemies around you anyway, so sometimes it's hard to actually have the time to hit one of them with the Bewitching Branch, but maybe I just haven't used it extensively enough. Maybe it's a lot easier than I think. And I mean, it is useful, but I feel like you don't want to just bewitch a tiny little guy, like just a wandering noble or something. That's not going to do you much good. You more so... I wonder if in a duel... If, like, in a dual boss fight, if you can bewitch one of the bosses. If you can, then that would probably be the best use for a Bewitching Branch. So maybe when we get to the next dual boss fight, I should try that. And I think probably the next one that I would get to would be the dual gargoyle boss fight, which I hate. I hate that fight so much. But possibly using the Bewitching Branch might make it not so bad. But again, I don't know if it works on bosses or not. It very well may not, because I think I may have tried it before. But in, like, Catacomb, possibly an Erdtree Burial Watchdog it might work on, because those are a little bit smaller than something like a Gargoyle. But it would also be really great if you could use it against one of the Godskin Nobles in that dual boss fight, because that one also sucks as a boss fight. I hate it so much. Just because I hate dual boss fights. I feel like they're so gimmicky and just... Maybe, I don't... Yeah, I mean, maybe gimmicky is the right word. They're very annoying to deal with. Because it's like, alright, let's just make it harder by adding more than one. And it's not even that you're necessarily... I'm just going to skip over these three, because they don't really come after you anyway. It's not even necessarily that it's more challenging just based on the boss's AI or anything. It's just more challenging because there's two of them. That's why I hate that so much. I've ranted about this before, I know. I definitely repeat certain rants and certain things I've talked about, because I mean we've got a lot of time together in this series as we explore, so I inevitably forget that I already said something in an episode, or don't forget and just decide to talk about it again, because we've got just so much time walking around the world. See, and these, if the little ones do this, they definitely don't have as much range of movement, I feel like. Because their axis is not really just, like, backwards and forwards on these big ones, I feel like. So, as we continue to go through here, since this is such a thin area, I'm not doing what I usually do, where we go along the land on the sides of the water and then go through the water. I'm just kind of trying to zigzag back and forth and check all of it at once, because it's such a thin place. In Liurnia Lake, it was very different, because it's such a wide area. It was always easier as we were going through there. Ooh, there's a gold... Oh, sweet, there's a golden seed there, so I'll finally have enough. I've been carrying 2 golden seeds forever. But yeah, in Liurnia Lake, it's such a wide area, it was easier to just go along one side, go along the other, and then go into the middle. But this is not that. Much smaller. Again, small potatoes compared to Liurnia Lake, because this is just a ravine. It's like a little river. What is that noise? Oh, is that the waterfall? Isn't there like a waterfall back here? I think that probably is what that is, because it sounds like a low rumbling or something. So this will be super nice, getting this golden seed. Because like I said, I've been holding on to those 2 golden seeds in my inventory forever, just waiting until we got a 3rd one. Because we're to that point already where I need 3 to be able to get another flask charge. And I feel like I'm still, though, in terms of the... What is it? You've got the golden seeds for the charges. And then... I don't know why I'm drawing a blank for what the things that upgrade your flask in terms of how much HP it restores or FP it restores. I don't know why I can't remember what they're called. Oh, there might be a Grayson there in that cabin. I feel like I just forget the names of items sometimes randomly. But I think I'm still needing only 1 of those right now. So We've been able to get the flasks up to +7 because of that. Oh, hello. We're going to fight a good amount of these. Like, not today, but as we pass, because we're not going to go all the way up to Altus Plateau, but as we pass into that area through the mountain, I remember there being quite a bit of those in the mountain, because it's such like a dark and dank area. It's just where the bats enjoy living. These, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I can still kill those in one hit, so these are not any stronger than the ones we've been fighting. And is this, that might be a tunnel. That's got to be another tunnel back there, I'm guessing. Oh, and maybe that's why the miners are up on the hill, is because we're right near a tunnel. That could be why they just wandered out and they're in the surrounding environment. Because usually when you see that on the map, like those orange-looking things that almost look like holes in the ground, usually that's what it is. And I kind of forgot that was up here, so we'll probably... I'd like to probably go into that today, if that's what it is. But I went through... Yeah, I went through all this back here, so that's done. Just trying to get through all this land in the middle portion of water as well, before fighting these big uglies here. Let me grab this. Thank you very much. Golden seed. I now have enough, so next time we hit a grace, I have a feeling wherever this next grace is, by the time we get to it, I'll probably have already forgotten that I picked that up, and I'll forget to upgrade my flask. But theoretically, we'll be able to upgrade next time I hit a grace, if I remember. Man, it is so incredibly dark in here. I'm having a hard time telling what I've already walked over and what I haven't, because I can't see. Whoa, are they damaging each other? How is that happening? Whoa, what the? Holy crap! Is that a whole different thing? Are those different? Or do they all do that if you don't kill them in time or something? That's really weird. It looks like he was, I mean, he was flipping out. He was tweaking for sure. That was weird. It almost looked like they were poisoning each other, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Where is there a grace here? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Ooh, smithing stone 5. Sweet. That is the first smithing stone 5 I've got. I've been needing 5s for a long time. Let's kill these last couple of squirts here, I guess. And these might not... I wonder if these are not giant land squirts. I wonder if there's a totally different name for them, because how can you really call this thing a squirt? Like, this thing is way too... Ooh, I'm gonna get poisoned. Crap. Like, this thing is way too big to just be a squirt. I mean, that's what the turtle in Finding Nemo was called, because he was a tiny little guy. And these things could eat squirt for breakfast. Not even for breakfast, just as sprinkling on their cereal. Oh, no way. Crap, I should have grabbed the grace. That's what I'm saying, the flops is what really hurts. I mean, the poison obviously is not helpful, but the flops are just no joke. So I guess, yeah, I'm just going to sprint past... Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm in the church. I need to go this way. The flops are no joke. Very annoying. So I'm just going to sprint past everything. What's up, Bob? How's it going? Don't worry, I'm not going to talk to you again. I know that you're a jerk about everything, so don't you worry, I'll leave you be. It's interesting how the merchants, they want you to buy stuff, but they're not very friendly. That's for sure. This guy, I don't want to deal with him. He shouldn't chase me far, so I should be able to just run past him. What's up, man? Yeah, he's going to enchant his sword like he's got a battle on his hands, but I'm not about that. I'm not about that life. All these we can just sprint past as well. These ones sitting, or this one, I guess it's not multiple, just this one sitting back here. And then, as I was watching these, maybe they do basically poison each other. Maybe that is what's happening. So I guess, well, I'm going to check the rest of the land, because I ran out to kill them and hadn't quite finished this, just because I decided let's get rid of them, but... Let's see if that happens again. If they're out there just poisoning the world for a couple of minutes, if they'll poison each other again. Then it'll make less that I need to kill. mean, the thing is, with those, it's not even... You don't even really have to kill them, I guess. You can... It's not like they really move much. So, it's not like they're going to be chasing you around. So you can essentially just leave them, but... It's all part of 100%. We got to kill everything at some point or another. Even if we don't kill it every time we come through, at least kill it in our first pass through. There's a little area back here with some herba. 3 herba. Oh yeah, so... I can hear, yeah, there's definitely a tunnel, because I can hear the miners hitting things right behind here. So this is like the structure that we head into to bypass the lift to get up to Altus Plateau. So we've made it here, and going inside there is what will lead us up there. Or kind of, I mean, I think that this tunnel is also kind of underneath / inside there, so that won't lead us to Altus Plateau, because that's obviously going underground, but it will, is that the case? Don't we go down? I feel like, or maybe we do have to go up and in to get into this tunnel. I don't know. Alright, so what is this grace? Where are we at, technically? This is Ravine-Veiled Village. That rolls off the tongue well. Ravine-Veiled Village. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the opposite of rolls off the tongue. It's almost a tongue twister if you were to say that 5 times fast. Or 10, if you're really feeling ballsy. So this ladder, like, I'd like to go into this tunnel today because of the fact that we're right here. I just don't want to actually go up into this structure yet, because again, that's the path of progression towards Altus, and I don't want to do that yet. I want to finish Rhea Lucaria, because then we'll be able to say Liurnia is just done before heading up into there. Because no point in really unlocking a whole new area yet, I guess. But in some ways, I guess it could be kind of cool, because then I can at least get... I mean, the map probably isn't too far into Altus, so I could get the map for it. But, I don't know, I probably won't do that. That might be silly and a waste of time. Okay, so I think all of this stuff back here, I think we've grabbed everything, right? I think we're good to go. And let me kill this thing. He's probably got an Ash of War on him, if I can even hit him. What you got? Barbaric Roar. Ooh! 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 My goodness. Man, it takes you a long time to get up after that. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna pop back on here and try to stop. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Oh my goodness. I can't even get back up on Torrent. Holy crap, they're gonna kill me. Dang it, man. Holy crap. I knew there was probably something back. Oh no, and I didn't pick up my runes either. Alright, well luckily I think it was only like 3k or something like that. Crap. I knew that there was something back there, obviously, because I was like, there's no way that there's just gonna be a scarab here, and there's not gonna be something also waiting to kill me. But I was not expecting 3 bats to best me like that. That was wild. Alright, I'm gonna pick this up, and now let's deal with the bats. Is there anything else back here? Or is there anything else bat here, if you will? Ha! Crap, did he just almost killed Torrent. I'm sorry, Torrent. I should have... Oh, wait, does Torrent not heal after you respawn? Because why was his health so low? There's no way that one hit from a bat nearly killed him. There you go. There you go. Yeah, even though they can be killed in one hit, if you get 3 of them together, clearly not something that goes well. Alright, so yeah, looks like... Did the music... Did the music switch to capital stuff already? Or to like this underground or like this path area? Because it excuse me, it doesn't sound like Liurnia music all of a sudden, which is kind of weird. Kind of strange. And now it sounds like you're in danger music. But that's kind of interesting. I do wonder if this is another spot where the line between areas isn't exactly right, and it starts playing the next area's music before you're there. Let's check all these back areas real fast. Make sure there's nothing here. Probably won't be. I think we've... Well, I mean, there's definitely going to be some crafting materials, but other than that, probably nothing special. And then I think, I mean, again, a lot of these... Should I kill all of these again? Like, do I care? I don't think any of them have poisoned each other in the time I've been over here. I mean, I did die, so maybe one did and I wasn't paying attention, but let's just kill him. We'll just do it. Might as well. Get some runes out of it. Can I kill him before he poisons? Before he poisons me? Woo! No, let's just do this. Why don't we do this? How you feel about this, big boy? How about this? Boom. How much does this do to them, actually? Not much. Not much of anything. Oh, and you know what? I did. We made it to the Grace, and I did already forget about my golden seed. Here we go. Ooh, I don't want to get poisoned, though, so I'm not going to go in there. Okay, and then so this little island in the middle here, this thing is done. We've gone into that cabin. It's interesting that this is called the... What was it? The something-veiled village? Cliff-veiled village or something? Or ravine-veiled village? I'll just say words until I eventually get it right. It's interesting that it's called a village, because there's not really much here. It's not like there's multiple buildings, because you've got like the Albinauric village that has multiple little shacks and stuff. And you've got the, I think the Flame Frenzied village, and that's, I mean, that's a pretty big area there with lots of buildings and stuff. Okay, so I think we can probably call this good. I think I'm done here. So all this has been checked. Everything right up the middle has been checking it out. All right, so let's figure out this tunnel real fast and how you get in here. I'm sure it's up the ladder. So then I wonder if there's like a split off that then sends you to the thing that leads you up to Altus. And let's use these golden seeds real fast. Flasks, add charge to flask, boom. Okay, so then that puts me at 10 in total. I guess we'll go 7 and 3. I think we'll keep, because I'm still definitely want more HP than I want FP. So I guess that's best. And then everything on this platform is good, and I think I ran through all of these boxes and stuff, pallets. Cool, so let's go up here. Like I said, I want to try to get into this tunnel. It'd be cool to do the tunnel real fast today, because then just everything down this way is done besides actually going all the way up towards Altus. Because then once we finish Raya Lucaria and defeat Renala, then we can... Ooh, I almost fell off. Then we can just go straight into Altus. Is there anything on this building? Doesn't look like it, because you could probably, with Torrent, jump all the way over to that. Okay, up we go. It is weird, though, that we're going up to get into this tunnel, so you must go up and then down. Oh, what are you doing up here? Land octopus are not meant for the air. Not meant to be up in the air. I mean, I guess they are meant for the air, because they're literally land octopi. But being high up, elevation-wise, seems strange for a land octopus. Figured they were afraid of heights, because they're so used to the water. Oh, wait. So this actually... So this leads us... This actually might be what leads us into the area that leads up to Altus. So maybe we don't even want to go in here. For some reason, I was thinking that this was just a tunnel. Which, I mean, maybe it kind of is. Let's progress a little bit in here and just see. I don't remember how all this is laid out, I guess. Alright, my friend. Crap. Dang it, I keep missing. These crystals are green instead of blue. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if this is like a regular tunnel, I wonder if I can get a decent amount of smithing stone 5s in here. That would be sweet. I would love that. There's like ectoplasm on the wall here. Ghostbusters are in town. So I'm excited for whatever the next project is. I just started thinking about this. I'm excited for whatever the next project is that From Software is working on, because I'm sure that everyone's heard or maybe not everyone, but wait, is this a 5? That's a 4. Okay. So maybe we won't get any 5s in here. I don't know. But there have been whispers about their next project and it being some sort of, I thought I heard some sort of more magic-based type of game. I'm not sure, though. I don't remember a lot of the details. It's been a couple of months, I think, since I looked at the info. But whatever it is, I think it's going to be cool. And it'll be interesting to see if they ever do, like, I don't know, anything else with the world of Elden Ring. Or if they... Oh, there's these guys in here. Or if they just go straight to, like, a new IP. So that'll be cool to see. Oh, crap. How many are there? Okay, I think it's only 2. Oh, I can kill them in one hit with that. That's very nice. I also... Yeah, let's go ahead and use this. We are now in the realm of these militiamen. So, there's gonna be a lot of those poison traps. Because don't they... Is that them right there? I'm trying to step on it just so I can see. Yeah, that is what that is. Okay, so I gotta keep an eye out for those then. It almost poisoned me again. But they're kind of... I seem to remember... Whenever those guys are around, those poison traps are kind of all over the place. So, it's kind of difficult to avoid them. And then is this... I'm looking for smithing stone 5s. 5s is what I need. That's a 4. That's a 4. So, yeah, it's probably largely going to be 4s in here, I'm guessing. But, oh, crap. I even knew where that was and still walked through it. I'm going to craft more of these. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know that this is even really a tunnel. I feel like this more so... Dang it, are you kidding? You've got to be kidding me. Those are so annoying. My goodness. Yeah, I'm thinking that this maybe isn't technically a tunnel. This is just what leads into the whole thing that leads us up to Altus. But I guess we'll see. We'll see as we progress here. But again, I don't want to get super far in. Because then all of a sudden we find ourselves at Altus. And it's like, okay, great. Went against what I was trying to do. Okay, let's... Is there anything else here that I care about? I don't think so. Are there drop points from this lift, though, is what I'm curious about. Ooh, there might not be drop points from the... Oh, actually, there was a spot there that it looked like I could jump to. But I wonder if there's drop points from up here. Do we drop through everything, or do we have to jump off the lift? I guess we'll see in a second here. I'm wondering, too, hang on. Is there another grace in here, or is this going to lead us... Okay, so this leads us right into the tunnel. So that's the Ravine-Veiled village is probably the only grace for this tunnel until we get technically past the tunnel portion. Where is this? We gotta be close. Wait, was it on the... Maybe it was on the other side. Crap, it was on the other side. And I don't think... Yeah, these little things, there's no reason to drop off one of those. What are these... Is this a lighting glitch? Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit of lighting that's coming in from the foundations. They looked like, the dragonflies. Ooh, am I gonna make that? Ooh, whew. It's close. I almost didn't make that. Ooh, there's a smithing stone 5. Nice. I'm glad I grabbed that. That was definitely worth taking the time to get that. And then I don't think there's anything else there, but then that's probably what... Yeah, that's what these are for. Is just drop downs so that you can get back down from there. But I don't think... I think there were drop downs... Were there on that side? I mean, I didn't see any items as we were going up, so probably nothing we care about. And then that is death. Alright, let's pull this back down and then go up, and we'll continue progressing through some of this tunnel until we get to a spot where I'm just like, alright, this is beyond where we need to be right now. So while we wait, let's see. So, I don't think that there's... I think there's literally nothing now besides the actual academy that hasn't been covered, I think. We've got that nomadic merchant now. Gone through the ravine. Gone through these islands and stuff. So, yeah, I think we're good. So, pretty soon, academy, here we come. You know, I should probably... I'm going to send the lift back down. That way, if I die, it is available to me. Alright, my friends. Let's do this. Oh, there's a patrolling guy, too. I need to be aware of him. So, cracked crystal. So, this is like a... This is a crystal tunnel, even though it's not really stated, necessarily. Oh, Gold Rune 5, thank you very much. Like, I wonder, are we going to get to a spot where it actually tells us what this tunnel is called, or nah? I guess we'll see. We backstab this guy. That guy's still patrolling, but he seems to patrol a long way, so he shouldn't know about me. Dang it. I hate that they have invincibility frames for so long, as they're standing up. Couple more cracked crystals. I also hear a scarab. Smithing Stone 4. More ectoplasm all over the walls. Yeah, there's a scarab in here somewhere. What's up, pal? I prefer you don't look at me like that. Only takes... Oh, maybe I should be killing them with my sorceries instead. Because is it 2 on all of them? Oh, man. Yeah, they are weak to that. So I'm gonna take that approach instead. I think, throughout, for the most part. So everything back here is good. Whoa, what the... Oh, shoot. Dang it. I didn't see him. Scaring the crap out of me. I should also heal real fast. Oop, and I did not mean... Woo! You missed me, even with your smoke bomb. I did not mean to take another bolus. I was thinking that I was on my flask, but I was not. Okay. Oh, I vaguely remember this. This looks similar. This is laid out very similar to another one of the... Ooh, there's a ton of poison traps around here. This looks very similar to another one of the tunnels that we've been through before. And I think when we went through that tunnel, wherever it was, I think I remember thinking that the layout was a little different because I may have been thinking of this one. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because this, I was thinking, okay, I remember this, because I remember thinking, isn't there something up here? But this is nearly the same layout as I think the Academy Crystal Tunnel. So I probably was just confusing that tunnel with this one when we went through there. Oh, man, there's a little guy here, too. Oh, he's got some reach. Oh, there's 2 little guys. Can you not? Let's not and say we never did. How about that? Dang it. Ooh, they're all hitting me. Okay. Not wake that guy up yet. Just let him continue napping. Sit down, friend. Alright, any others besides? I think it's just this guy now. It's funny how they'll just keep sitting there until you hit them. I wonder if I were to take the item here while they're sitting there, would they get up or do they not care? Rune Arc, and then can I... See, that looks like something that you'd be able to pick up, doesn't it? It looks very conspicuous. Conspicuous. But you can't do anything to it. I'm mashing triangle. Nothing's happening. Alright, anything else up here, hidden in the corners or anything? Probably not. There's probably... I wonder if... Are there poison balls up here? Because there were militiamen? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Still hearing that scarab. He must be through the tunnel. Alright, what is this? Is this a 4? Probably a 4, right? Yeah, it's a 4. I wonder though, since I've picked up 2 5s, and I think I already had at least 1 5, I wonder if I have enough to upgrade my katana further. And I think also the question is, do I want to? Or is it time pretty soon to switch weapons? I guess that's a better question. Don't go anywhere. Whoa! He's an exploding one. Somber Smithing Stone 4. Look at that little scarab. It looks untextured. Like, are they supposed to look like that? Because it looks untextured when it falls out of its ball. Ruin-strewn precipice. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop. So we basically made it through that tunnel then. Or not basically, we did. We made it through that thing that was like a tunnel, even though it wasn't necessarily categorized as a full tunnel. It's like a partial tunnel. So now we're now up above. So we're above the ravine. We can see over to where the Grand Lift is at. This is Bellum Highway right here. Over there is is that technically the south or the north? Oh, the east. Or no, wait a minute. Hang on. Yeah, East Ray Lucaria Gate is over there. Over there is where the manor's at. Cool. Okay. Alright, so then, yeah, we're not going to go farther in this direction right now. This is kind of just where I wanted to make it, was to wherever I knew that there was a spot similar to this where we got out of the tunnel. So then this would take us up into the actual precipice. Oh man, and these graces are basically on top of each other. So you've got the Ravine-Veiled Village and the Ruin-Strewn Precipice. And so we'll go up there another day. Can I see yet? Like, is it showing where this next map is? Like, how far in? I don't see it, so... Oh, whoa, actually, I do see it. It's way over here. Unless that's... Oh, that might actually be an entirely different map. That might be the map for the capital rather than just Altus. Interesting. Okay, so then let's go... Which side do we want to come in from? Do we want to come in from the east gate or the south? I think probably... I feel like east is where we want to go in from. I think east is where I went in from in my first playthrough, which makes me kind of want to go through the south, but I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Does he have anything else right now? I don't think he does. Okay. Alright, so now we can actually use the glintstone key. Pop on in here. Examine seal. Boom! And just transports us. It'd be cool if you could, like, walk across the bridge, but I think that part of the bridge is... Or I think probably all the bridges are broken, so you might not really be able to walk across. Well, and I guess that's cooler anyway. It just sending you over here to this seal. So let's see. Over this way. Yeah, the bridge is basically busted anyway. Oh, what is this? Be summoned to assist. Ooh, that's something we're going to need to do, because that's part of his quest line, I believe. So let's grab this grace, and we'll probably wrap up for the day. And then we'll really get going with everything related to Ray Lucaria tomorrow. We've got some fun times ahead of us, folks. Alright, so what is this one? So this is the main academy gate. So then let's go. Actually, why not go over here and see if I can get in through this side too and see what that leads to. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, let's go in from here as well. Just open both of them up. And obviously that's like all part of Academy Gate Town, so that's been done already. So let's see what this takes me to. I think it might take me to exactly the same spot. They might both take you to the main gate. That's probably the case. Yeah, this is... Yeah, same spot. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense since there's a seal there and a seal there. And then we can go down this bridge, though, and basically make it back to where we just were. So we'll get through all that. We'll explore all that. So that's going to wrap us up for today. So if you enjoyed today's episode, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. I would appreciate that highly. It helps support the channel and makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And this is cool. We're going to get some cool views from up here, being able to see stuff that we've gone through. There's an Everjail over there. Over here, that's the 4 belfries. What can you see from over here, actually? Is that which divine tower is that? Oh wait, that might just be the Limgrave. Yeah, I think that's... Oh no, that is the one that's connected to the study hall. And then... Oh yeah, now we can kind of see up there is part of Altus, right? Is that... Or no. That stuff we've gone through as well, because that's just this upper portion here. Okay. because Altus is above that. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, anyway, so yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'm getting myself distracted, so thanks so much for checking out today's episode, and I will talk to you tomorrow.